Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up there. Before we figure out if you're a philosopher, we've got one prerequisite so you can even get in the door first. That's right, you've got to exist. So plants, you're in. Crabs, yep. Interdimensional space void, watch your step. Sharks, good. Alligators, yep. Good to see you again. Fungi, 1 second. Yep, you exist. The concept of a unicorn. Is somebody thinking you? All right, come on in. Human, yeah, wait. Human? No, sorry, humans don't exist yet. Please come back a different day. What's that, Mr. Descartes? Oh, you can think? As if I'd believe that. Well, do you think that's enough for you to exist? Oh, you do? Well, I'm not convinced yet, but I guess I can't stop you. All right, all your little human friends are just going to copy your homework and say they can think too? Typical, but I suppose that gives me a bit more confidence that you humans can actually think. AI. No, sorry, you're not on the list either. Okay, fine, you're in. Alrighty, future philosophers. Now that we've finally ditched all those non-existent creatures, gosh, I hate that guy. We can start to narrow down which of you will earn the right, nay, the privilege of being a philosopher. A profession clearly valued and esteemed by all of your peers, dealing with the intricate workings of all that exists and all that could possibly exist, building ways forward for all others of your kind. Which of you has what it takes? My money's on interdimensional void. To obtain the first rank, you must achieve the following. Now, I know that might seem intimidating at first, but since all of you exist, this first step really should come pretty naturally. Maybe focus on some of your hobbies, like eating fish, photosynthesizing, eating fish, causing reality, eating fish, eating fish, eating fish. Humans, I didn't do research on your hobbies, but I'm guessing eating fish is up there. Farming? Wait, like plant farming? Geez, humans, read the room. You're lucky most of the poisonous plants are off vacationing on Europa for the next 10,000 years. Anyway, just like that, all of you are certified amateur philosophers. Congratulations. Humans, what's that? Why are you holding your paw up? Oh, you have a question? Okay, fine, but after this, please keep your questions until the end. Well, you just told me they sit there, and sitting there is doing something, so they're in. Maybe you should take a lesson from the plants and just sit there instead of raising your scrungly paw and moving air out of your fleshy tubes. Go do things for an unnameable amount of time and come back, and we'll see who gets to level 2. At this point, in addition to doing things, some of the things you've been doing should have been asking questions. Now, your questions don't have to be good, so humans, you already pass. For the rest of you that don't use language, don't worry. You can formulate your questions in terms of emotions, electrical signals, chemical signals, elaborate action sequences, or any other creative expression you can come up with. Sadly, I guess that means this is as far as you're going, crabs, and concept of a unicorn. Bit of a shame, though, since both of you are the ideal life forms. Nope, sorry, no more questions from you right now, humans. Go ask them amongst yourselves for a couple thousand more years. Okay, now you've probably all asked most of the fun questions, like, what am I? Does life have a purpose? What is knowable? Or what is good, love, or beauty? And of course, why is argon so delicious? But the time for those fun questions is over. To reach the next level, we need true dedication. Someone who doesn't know how to quit. Someone who truly loves wisdom. And that takes arguing over precise definitions, complications from communicating ideas, increasingly technical jargon, forming questions about things that cannot adequately be communicated about in the first place. Some of the potential side effects to this include being sentenced to death, outcast from your community, driven to the brink of despair or insanity. But overall, you need to be hooked. There's no way that you could leave because you don't want to leave. You try to say that you have higher order desires, that you want to stop doing philosophy, but that still has no impact on whether you want to do philosophy. You'll try to say that you're just a physical thing and beholden to natural laws outside of your control, but we both know that that's just a convenient way to suddenly have no responsibilities whatsoever. So let's see who made the cut. Oh, humans. All right, plants and fungi too, good. Even interdimensional void. Wow, I must be getting better at this. Now, I'm not sure that you made it. Hey, humans, is this one with you? Okay, fine, but no funny business. Now get out there and suffer, and maybe I'll bring you back again. Here with us today, we have President of the United States, Donald Trump, bringing us his opinion on philosophers throughout the ages.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Welcome back. I'm glad you found me again, even if it took some of you longer than others. At this point, you probably realize that each of the different levels of philosophers are all doing the same thing. That is, even if they're just sitting, thinking, suffering, or actively trying to change things, it's all just an extension of doing things. And these levels of philosophy are more about your own attitudes to the world, whether the world is something to live in, to explore, to control, or to live in with understanding. I will bestow upon you the title of Level 4 Philosopher, but I also understand that the title isn't what's valuable to you. Over time, more and more will come to the same conclusions you did. It's a slow process, so I encourage you to go back, lead by example. Most of you will just be a friendly face, or a helping hand, but those small actions build up to something much greater than a single person ever could be. And that's it. That's the 4 levels of philosophers. Yes, human. Where did you hear that? Where did you hear that there's supposed to be 5 levels? Who told you that? You become stranger to me every time you raise your scrungly paw. Fine, yes, there is a 5th level of philosopher, but only will ever and has always obtained it. And the explanation may cause any number of symptoms ranging from olfactory synesthesia to early insanity for your ape brain, which is why I tend to skip it. But here we go. To reach this level, you'll have to start by knowing all knowable truths that exist. You can potentially begin this process by sailing over a supercluster into the deep abyss, twice the possession you love most. Then you will return, very careful to avoid the abominable cyborg cluster, because you wouldn't want to for the destruction of all things in the universe now, would you? Once you've done that, the next 2 steps will be relatively easy. Exist in all things and exist at all times. Bada bing bada boom, certified level 5 philosopher. Any more questions? Good, I knew it would be easy to understand. See you at the dawn of the next universe.